Writers, welcome back. Today I am holding a watermelon. Why am I holding a watermelon? This watermelon has everything to do with writing. Many of you yesterday started writing a story on Seesaw. The problem? It was a watermelon story. It was huge. It told about 10 small moments. We want to get to one small moment, a seed idea. How do we do that? We do that by thinking about one time something that happened to us or one time we did something. You can see that over my shoulder on my poster. You think of something you do or something that happened to you. For example, yesterday when I was meeting with my students, Xavier shared about one time he went swimming at his cousin's house. He told me all about the fun they had and the great food and playing. But then he focused in and told about one moment that really mattered. He told me that it was dark outside and they'd been swimming all day. He was about 5 years old at this time, and he got really brave and decided to jump in the pool without his floaties. It was not a good idea because when he jumped, he missed where he wanted to land, which was right on a raft. What happened next, I'm not going to tell because it's Xavier's story. But Xavier shows us what it means to focus in on a small moment. He didn't write about the entire day. He wrote about one thing that happened at his cousin's house. I can use an example from my own life. On my heart map, you saw that my family's important to me. And one story or one event that has happened to my family was my oldest daughter's wedding. I cannot write about the whole day of her wedding. Watermelon! But I can write about one moment, and it would sound like this. Katie the bride, her sisters Carrie and Emma, and I were in a special room helping Katie get ready. She put on her dress, her sparkly shoes, and her veil. When she looked in the mirror, her sisters said, "Katie, you look beautiful. Katie, you're a gorgeous bride." Then Emma said, "There's one thing missing, Katie, your flowers." That's when my eyes got big and the color drained out of my face. I was in charge of the flowers and I'd forgotten them in my car. I dashed out of the room, sprinting to my car to grab the flowers. Do you see that I retold the story talking across my fingers? That is the planning phase where I touch and tell, maybe sketch. I'm making a picture in my mind like a movie and able to focus on that one moment. This is a step that you need to do if you haven't already. You could do it by yourself. You could grab a buddy, but talking through your story and visualizing or picturing it like a movie in your mind will help you write those steps because that's what narrative writers do. They think of a big event, then they narrow it down to a small moment like this seed, and then they talk through it. That rehearsal will help you write. The next couple slides show you examples of big event or watermelon stories. They also show you small moment stories. You can work through those slides with your teacher if you want. As you return to your seesaw writing today, think about, how am I going to make my story focus on one small event? That is your challenge today, writers. I know you can do it. Let's get busy writing.